All right, so this is Unit 1, Learning Target 1. And so this learning target is find equivalent expressions by applying the different algebraic properties. An equivalent, in case you couldn't figure it out, is just equal, like equivalent equal. So finding equal expressions by applying different algebraic properties. All right, so right now what you're going to do is you're going to, you can pause and write this down. Or you can first listen and then pause and write it down. Either way, you have to write this down in little spots. So the distributive property, for any values of A, B, and C, this is true. A times the parentheses B plus C is the same as A times B plus A times C. So maybe you've seen this like this. Sorry, my Mimeo board was dead. So it's like just connecting, so it's hard to write because I'm charging it. And so a lot of times you'll see it with the arrows where it's A goes to B and then A also goes to C. And instead of, like, you can write letters, variables, you don't have to put the time symbol. You could just write it as A, ooh, that's a bad A, AB plus A, ooh, C. So let's do it with numbers, and I'll do that in a different color, I guess. Oh my god, it's so bad. So let's do an example of like 3 times, I don't know, x plus 5. My 3 goes to my x, and my 3 goes to my 5. 3 times x is just 3x. 3 times 5 is just 15. You have to be careful because if there's a negative in here, it would be a negative 15. If this was x minus 5, it would be 3x minus 15. So just be careful with negative numbers. All right, down here, like terms that have the same variables raised to the same exponent. So example, 3x squared y and 8x squared y are like terms. They are alike because not only are the x squared terms the same, so are the y. So if I had this, 3x squared y cubed and 8x squared y, these are not like terms because this y is technically to the first power, so they are not the same. Everything, the numbers don't matter, but all of the letters or the variables have to be to the same exponent power for them to be like terms. When you have something that are like terms, you can add or subtract them. This is called combining. So for an example again, if I had 2x squared y, I could add that to 7x squared y, and I would just get 9x squared y. Same, I could subtract them. I could do 2 minus, and then I would get negative 5x squared y. This stays the same. It's just the number that changes. And then coming down here, given a equals b, so we know that. So if a is 7, b is 7. For any numbers c, we have these properties. If we have a plus c, and we know that a is the same as b, then we can also say that equals b plus c. So that's the addition property of equality. When we subtract, it's a subtraction property. When we multiply, it's a multiplication property. And when we divide, it's a division property. Again, c cannot equal 0 because we cannot divide anything by 0. That's undefined. So if you take out your calculator and do like 7 divided by 0, it won't work. Okay, so we're going to rewrite this without parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite it here real fast. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to distribute. So then I'm going to get this. 2 times x is a positive 2x. Positive 2 times positive 4 is a positive 8. I then can combine like terms. I have a 3 and I have 8. They're both positive. So then I have this. Y equals 2x. 8 plus 3 is 11. And that would be your answer. So before class, so what you're going to do right now, you have to do this before you come in tomorrow, is you can use any combination of the properties that we talked about to write 3. So you need 3 different ones. So you're going to put, here's one of them, here's my second one, here's my third one, and that's what you're going to do. Alrighty.